Welcome back to another episode of Jazzyxcrime. So today's true crime will be the case of Marqita Hamilton and how being at the wrong place at the wrong time will cause you to lose your life or spend the rest of your life in prison. This is the case of Marqita Hamilton.
What are you calling about?
Gunshots, multiple.
Did you see anything suspicious or you just heard it?
No, ma'am, just here.
Okay. How many did you hear?
Oh, man, it's about 8 or 10, if not more. Like this AK-47, it's not a 22, I can assure you.
41-year-old Eloy LeBron, who was found dead behind the wheel of his car on West Anderson Street on July 23, 2020. Records show a person who was in the truck with Eloy was among the first to be interviewed. As they crossed the street around 12:30 p.m., shots were fired from another vehicle. The passenger had to duck down to avoid being struck. Another witness said it came from a white Saturn and the driver shot from the window with their hand on the roof of the car like this.
So, 10 windows. And then this car cut a right.
Two-door pickup.
Yeah, two-door pickup. This car cut a right, and then you said it
cut him off. Cut
the truck off.
Right, and was shooting. And he was steady shooting. But he was steady, when he's turning, he's shooting. And he kept going shooting and stuff.
Point to where he was shooting at.
He started right here. He started shooting right here, over this way. The passenger, it's like he goes like that, and he was shooting like that.
Would you say his head's above the hood?
A little,
but he's more like...
Right,
okay.
Right.
His arm shooting over the top of the vehicle.
Over the top of the car. I think he could have shot the other guy in the hand, you know what I mean?
From there, police said they pulled surveillance footage from a camera located at West Anderson Street and showed a white 2004 Saturn traveling north as Eloy's truck was driving south. So they were passing each other like face to face. The Saturn drove by, then made an immediate U-turn. After that, the shooting began. The Saturn sped off and drove the wrong way on a one-way road where it almost crashed head-on onto a white work truck. Footage shows the driver then drove to a residence on West Concord Street, and the video captured an image of the driver of the Saturn, who was a woman in a white tank top, and it captured a license plate number, which led them to discover that the Saturn belonged to a woman. They spotted that same white Saturn the next day and took the woman into custody immediately. Her name was Marqita.
Can I take these off? At least one? Can you type those up? You gotta get a female officer. Alright. You gotta get a female officer. Yeah. Right, so just grab a seat.
I've been holding it for like 10 minutes.
Alright, we're gonna get her right now. Try to get one as fast as we can.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I understand that it's extremely boring. You just sit here waiting. I promise you, we're doing the same exact thing. So we're waiting
I
on
don't
the right
even know
people
what
to come.
I'm back here for. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they don't tell us much. They keep us out of the loop. We just stand here. So I'm just trying to make this as comfortable for you as possible until it's time. So
Where's my cousin?
she's here too. So we're also waiting on a guardian for her as well. So
She don't have a guardian.
yeah, she's 17 years old.
I know, but her auntie's in the hospital. Just had 2 strokes on her brain.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is not ideal. Trust me. Like, there's not many things I can say to make you feel better about the situation.
Can I call my mom to get her?
I mean, I think that they're already doing that. Detectives are on it right now. So, again, they keep us out of the loop. I'm just here to try and entertain you as best as possible until, I got a coloring book. I can't give you a phone or anything like that, but if you wanted to, like,
Colonial and Kiwi.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying to make you as comfortable as possible.
For
Until then.
vaginal shots.
What was that?
So how long does it take?
We had another officer, the other officer you were here with. He just went off to check on them, see what's going on. So I'm hoping that'll kind of like
Check up on
who needs to speak to you right now. So I'm trying to see how long it's gonna take before.
So you don't know what this about?
I'm here just guarding.
Go and take a mile to work, put us on the ground. I ain't even say nothing. They straight threw me on the ground. I cussed all their ass out.
Well, I tell you what, I appreciate you being cool with us.
I'm being cool because you being respectful too.
Yes, ma'am.
But do you know what's going on?
No, ma'am. Like I said, we just here watching y'all. They called us up here to help out.
So who all in here?
You and him and your cousin. And mom. That's about it. So.
What my mama doing?
Don't know. No idea. So hopefully they'll come to you.
Well, what's my color at? Big. Whatchamacallit?
Right.
Yeah. The other one. The other one. Where the other one at?
At the house.
London?
I don't know what London, man.
So I'll let you rest for now. Hopefully they'll be too
I can't rest. Can I sit out there with him?
No, I got you in here for a reason. So.
Y'all recording me. I ain't doing it. I'm just sitting here. It's freezing cold in here.
I know. Trust me. Like I said, I told him and her too. If we could lower down the heat or turn up the heat for you, we would. But
You can keep it open.
No, I can't.
Crack it open.
I can't.
You sitting right out there.
I understand. I know. This is the way we do things. So, because you've been so cool with this, I'm lending you more courtesy than I give most people.
It's freezing here.
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully, it won't be much longer, all right?
What my mama doing here, this is crazy.
But come to find out, she was not the owner of the car. The owner of the car was actually Marquita's mother. So they went to the address on the plates and also took her mother into custody.
Nobody came to talk to me. If it was that serious, somebody would be in this room right now telling me what's going on.
All right, I'll see what I can find out. But we came up in the middle of all this, so we don't even know what it is.
This is second shift?
Yeah.
Damn. Can I speak to the detective?
Who are you?
Hamilton.
What's your name?
Marqita Hamilton.
Okay. And you were in a white car?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get him.
How long is it going to be? Because they say it's going to get him 15, 20 minutes.
Who said that?
One of the officers.
Okay. You got to pee?
Yeah.
You want to go now?
I'm just going to talk to the detective.
Okay.
I got her. You go to the bathroom.
You can talk to me?
Yeah, we're coming in right now. She's got my partner going to the bathroom. Do you got to go to the bathroom beforehand?
I would rather talk to you right now.
Okay, we're gonna come right here and come talk to you, okay?
What I'm here for?
We're gonna sit down and explain to you. But I told you before what we do. So you're here for a murder investigation.
A what?
Murder
What
investigation.
do I have to do?
I'll tell you in a minute. But she's going to the bathroom. We're gonna come in.
Can you just start talking?
I gotta let me grab my stuff. I'll sit down with you. Let me go grab it right now. Coming in.
No.
Can I tell you a funny story?
What?
When I was little, my family wouldn't allow me, because this is in the 70s, to eat fast food. So I wanted to be a truck driver because I thought they were the only people that could go to McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got my dad back because my first job was at McDonald's. And I went there because they would never let me have it.
Did you get some?
Look at me. Yeah, that guy go right. But now I go to Chick-fil-A and Chipotle because I can afford better food. Did you graduate on from
Jones High School?
Girl, you should be in the military already. Why you're not?
The corona I had was supposed to leave, but everything got back.
Everything got held back.
Got held back. But I got to do some weeks.
They told you that?
Well, no, they didn't tell me that. They said either that or I got to see if I could pass the tape measurement. Because I didn't feel like I could run and do all that stuff. But they said I could see if I could pass the tape measurement, like when they tape you around your waist and stuff.
Why do you have a gun tattooed on your leg?
It's just an Egyptian leg. They don't mean it. It's just tattoo.
There's no tattoo issues for the military, though, right?
Mm-mm.
There is for police.
I'm not doing active. I'm doing reserve.
Oh, you're doing reserve?
So they don't really.
So you should just go active duty. Give them the 4 years and let them pay for your college. You ain't got time for that? What else you doing that's so important?
Work.
Sonny's, really? They'll pay you to go.
I know, but I don't think I'm ready to go active. Probably do 2 years reserve, then do active.
What a National Guard. What about National Guard?
I thought about that too.
Let them do it. Let them give you the money. Let them pay for your GI Bill. Pay the college.
They got good.
They pay your salary.
They pay a lot of stuff.
Good. They pay for you to live. They pay everything. No college yet because of the corona.
Well, I got accepted. I don't know.
You ain't started classes at Bethune yet?
No, I didn't start classes, but I'm going to Bethune.
Okay. So you're gonna do Army Reserve and Bethune. Now, are you gonna go to Daytona and go to Bethune, or are you gonna do it online? Oh, you are? So you must think like we do.
I do.
You think so?
I think so.
Are you gonna solve this for us then?
I'm ready.
Please. Well, we've been waiting all day.
I've been waiting for y'all.
We've been waiting all day for this. You got a phone in that car?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
What's what?
What type of phone?
iPhone 11.
You got a better phone than me?
What kind you? Yeah, I got an iPhone.
You see it in the third camera there, right?
No, that's the X.
You got an 11. Sonny's been.
I've been here all
I know.
freezing cold.
I know. We've been up all night.
I got them to the ground. I want to know what's going on too.
We're not gonna play games with you. Okay. This is your car. So just.
Okay, I got picked up from my boyfriend's house like 12 o'clock. Me and my cousin go. I told her I got to work at 4. Just yesterday, right? I told her I got to work at 4. She said, okay. I said, what you finna do? She said, no, I'm really just chilling. I said, you want to smoke? So we go get some weed from cross town. We look over there in that area. We seen some boy running. He turned back around. And I said, look, why he running? So I know when we start hearing gunshot. So I told her to keep going. The only way we could go was on a one-way street. So we ended up turning on a one-way street. So while we turned on a one-way street, I told her to keep going. We got back on our street to go back to where I stay on 315 West Concord Street. I go get my work clothes. I get my work clothes out of the car, took them upstairs, whatever, tired to get them washed, because I had to go home and get them washed. So after I get them washed, me and her, we go smoke by, what's that part? It's on Pink, got my work clothes and stuff.
How many gunshots?
I'm not sure, like 5 to 7.
Where were they coming from?
I can't tell what direction.
Shoot.
I can't tell.
What the boy look like that was running?
He was chubby, tall. He was
Black, white, or Hispanic?
He was black, but he was black, but like dark skin.
He wasn't?
He wasn't dark skin.
How old do you think?
Could have been from 17 to 21.
Which way was he running?
Like he was running upwards. Like, I don't know how to describe it.
How you got into the neighborhood and how you got out.
Okay, and so where were you at when you saw the guy running?
I believe I was still drinking.
Okay, and then the guy just runs and that stopped you from buying weed?
No, he started running. Like, he was running on his pants. So I said, look, and we turned back around. And then that's how we ended up going out there. I'm stopping to look.
Okay. And when you
But I ain't seen nobody shooting at him.
Did you girls shoot at him?
No. No, I ain't that. No. Got the ball to shoot at nobody.
I thought you wanted to be a snake.
Not shooting at nobody for what reason? To protect myself? I don't know.
Or for your country.
Can't y'all do fingerprints? Or something?
Fingerprints for what?
She just asked me, did I shoot somebody? I didn't shoot nobody.
The woman who was reportedly driving the Saturn was also interviewed that day and said Marqita directed her to an area where they would buy marijuana, but she drove away when she heard the gunshots. Detective also saw that they went to McDonald's. So there was a McDonald's in that area that whoever was driving this Saturn went into, and McDonald's surveillance cameras pulls up a woman in the same description as everybody else saw, as the witnesses saw. The same witness that said the driver put their hand above the roof to shoot at the car driving. So next they question the person Marqita said was driving her car.
Free to leave at any time. I just want you to understand that your rights in case you had any questions about that. I'm assuming that you've talked to your family and that they have encouraged you to come down here.
Yeah, I've been getting cussed out all day.
Yeah, that's what we heard.
I've been getting cussed out all day.
You, for some reason,
I was scared because, you know, I've never been in a situation like this. And last time when in London, we had a situation and I helped the police. And the way it went, like, it was like, it just didn't go. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I was just scared. Like,
the way it went, you ended up in trouble?
No, I didn't end up in trouble at all. Like, I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't end up in trouble at
So
all.
what made you scared?
Because that made me not trust the police at all.
Why? They didn't do anything to you?
They didn't do anything to me, but basically, when they did explain something, they never explained it fully. So when the whole thing was done, and then I was just getting comments and threats and all of this, so I just...
From the police?
No,
Oh.
from people, I guess.
Still don't follow, but it sounds like the police didn't do anything wrong.
They did.
They
Because
did?
they didn't really tell me. They didn't never explained everything. They never said that, you know, public records, like once it's done, it's all public records. They never told me that. So then, you know, my name was on there. People read it.
Saw it.
Yeah. So
Everything is public.
I know, but I never knew that. I never been in trouble.
And we don't control that either.
I know,
State law.
I know.
We'd rather not.
We'd rather no one's business be out there because it gets people hurt. So your family was asking you earlier to come down and talk to us. And you were scared, as you said, to do that.
But not really. I wouldn't really say scared, but it was just like, to me, like...
You couldn't be bothered?
No, it wasn't that I couldn't be bothered. For one, when my ride did come and I explained it, she said she wasn't coming here for one. So...
You explained it to her?
Yeah, I just know, like, I told her why my auntie wanted...
Here's what's been happening for the last day or so. A lot of people have talked to us, and which is why the focus is on your family and your aunt's car, okay? So a lot of people have talked to us. Your cousin wasn't exactly truthful. She kind of threw you under the bus, which isn't really appropriate. I bet she didn't tell you that. I'm sure when she told us, I will get her to come down here, that she wanted to talk to you first. That's not uncommon when people want to make sure they get their story straight. So if you guys talked and she got you to come down here and you're going to tell me the same story she told me, you're both going to end up in a whole lot of trouble. She didn't tell the truth. Okay? So you can choose. I know this is your family. I understand. But you are pregnant.
Yeah.
She thinks she's going into the military. She's probably not. Just so you know. But you're pregnant. We pretty much know where she lied. We even put her in the car and drove her around the area. And she slipped up like 4 times. She doesn't realize she did it till we said, oh, really? You didn't mention that when we were at station.
They both had the same stories. And they have so much bright futures. I don't know. It's so hard to believe that they did it. But maybe their boyfriends did it and they're just covering for them. So they took their phones to do investigation. Police said they seized Marquita's cell phone, the accused driver's cell phone, and other cell phones that were found in the Saturn, and found that based on GPS data, Marqita and the other woman were in the area at the same time of the shooting. A month later, they called them back in.
Don't fire those guns. Who did?
No shots was fired out my car, detective. Why would I jeopardize everything I got for some boys that who knows I'll be with 10 years from now?
Correct.
I'm in love with my boyfriend. Like you said, mine was at work. But like I said, why would I jeopardize? I'm young. Yeah, I'm in love with him. I say that, but I'm 18 years old. Why would I jeopardize that from 10 years?
But you don't have to jeopardize it, because first of all, we talked with him. First of all, we know where he was. We verified. Second of all, he was mad at you for just going over there to buy weed.
Yeah,
he was
he
furious.
already tell me don't go over there about weed. He already know what this stuff.
Exactly.
He already tell me.
He already knows. He already knows.
I take it upon myself, and he was at work.
So it's not your boyfriend, and it's not. I would never think that you First of all, you don't have to worry about it, because we know Brandon wasn't there. But Scotty was.
Scott was not with us. Scott was not with us.
So, when did he get out of the car?
When she picked me up, it was nobody. It was me and her. So I don't know before then, but when it was me and her.
So you did not get in the back seat?
No, when she picked me up, no.
From McDonald's?
I was never in the car with McDonald's.
I know, because they picked you up after they went to McDonald's.
Yes.
Okay. Who was in the car at McDonald's?
What I was told was all of them, but I was never in there with them at McDonald's, so I don't know who was, for my side, I don't know who was in the car at McDonald's. Okay. I wasn't there, I wasn't with them, I was still home. They picked me up at the McDonald's.
So you just said, from what I was told, all of them. Who's all of them?
Who she was with, Pimpin', her and Pimpin', that's what she told me. Her, Pimpin', and Reggie was in the car.
Her, Pimpin', and Reggie, okay. So, Pimpin' meaning Scotty Burnett?
Yeah.
Okay. Her, Pimpin', and Reggie.
Who did it?
100%. 100%. This is why we argue. This is why I asked Detective Sharp to come in the room, because we argue. Because you don't want to see Detective Overfield and I argue.
Let me tell you something. My thing is, I wouldn't put my hand out to shoot nothing. This gonna identify me off real. Either way it go. If I shot my hand this way or through the patcher, I got something that's gonna identify, and I cannot deny these tattoos.
When did you get those?
I had like this, like, I don't know. Few weeks ago, I think. But you know what I'm saying?
You didn't have them before.
No, but this right here would identify.
But you didn't have them before.
I had this one before. Yes.
Not when you stuck that one out the window over the hood of the car. You did not have that.
I did not have this one. No.
Correct.
So, if you didn't notice it, when Marqita talked about her tattoos, she said, if I did it, y'all would have seen my tattoo when I stuck my hand out the window. The witness said the shooter stuck their hand out the window like this, but the police never told Marqita what the witness said they saw.
So it wouldn't identify you.
They said whenever it was out.
What you just did, up over the roof of the car like that, shooting, you did not have that tattoo.
I'm saying I wouldn't do that because I know it's ways to identify me, and it's ways to identify. Because Jari have a tattoo too on both things. She had words before her, so I know it's ways to identify.
Sweetheart, I know, but you said that you had that and you didn't.
No, I didn't say I had these. I'm saying these will identify me. A tattoo will identify me. I never said I had this because I know I had this 2 weeks ago.
All right. You just got it. I can tell that the ink is fresh.
It's brand new, yes. I just got it.
Yeah. I imagine you girls had a beef with this boy. I guess, you know, and sometimes experience is not, my experience is why I say what I say, okay?
Marqita Hamilton is now in custody awaiting trial, and Eloy's family said that he worked as a flight attendant and moved to Florida just a year and a half ago to live with family after he suffered an injury. They said he touched all of our hearts and our lives in a way that it's unsurpassable. He wasn't just another number, somebody who succumbed to the unfortunate events that are happening in the world we live in today. He was a very, very good person. This case is still active and ongoing, so stay tuned for part 2. If you'd like to see more solved cases, click right here. If you would like to subscribe to this channel so that you never miss another true crime, then click right here. I love you, and I'll see you in the next episode of Jazzyxcrime.